Namaste and good evening, everyone. Before I begin, I would like to start with a quote. Knowledge is the ultimate paradigm of growth. As a young country, we are on the brink of becoming the next superpower. The way forward, as envisioned by our Prime Minister, is bearing fruition with policies like the NFP coming into place. On the technological front as well, this country and this industry's torchbearers are moving forward with innovations such as the recent virtual Delhi Book Fair, as rightly said by our chief guest, Shri Rajkumar Ranjan Singh Ji, the Honorable Minister of State for External Affairs and Education. Sir, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude for your presence today and for gracing us with your words of wisdom. With that, I have a couple of suggestions on the behalf of the Federation which we would like to put forward. These suggestions, if executed, can help our industry to establish a much stronger global stance and will certainly help position our country and your good self as a flagship forces. Sir, as a Minister of State for Education, the Federation of Publishers strongly believes that you should become the face of our community of publishers and the brand ambassador of the pedagogy across India and the globe. So your interest and our efforts will make Indian publishing a paramount force globally. Sir, our first suggestion to the government would be to consider including the reading material from Pan India as gifts and offerings. Whenever there is an official meeting, a protocol signing, or any other meet and greet of a diplomatic nature, books are the really proponents of our culture. This activity will go a long way in etching our image in the minds of our foreign counterpart as a country who believes in reading, education, and superior intellect. While dealing with the counterpart where India provides aid, the government should consider giving out books which will help position as a country which believes in developing together. In addition, the Federation would also like to emphasize the establishment of Indian book libraries across the globe. Sir, I want to quote, literature has the power to make and break legacies. The legacy of a country is immense, but we don't see it to bank upon much. If we consider to set up libraries worldwide, similar to British Council, USIA, Max Muller Bhavan, etc., we can surely position ourselves as thought leaders and human beings who exercise grit. So this soft diplomacy will pay dividends by way of conveying India's capability of writing, research, and publishing globally. At last, sir, and while you were addressing it, and it was so gracefully, sir, 2 days before we met, and you talked about the copyright challenges as an industry we have been facing, sir. The Federation would like to press upon another crucial suggestion, and that is imbibing the values and morals to the bright and the young ones. The future of our nation. Sir, in today's world, at least in India, nobody has respect towards the copyright for a person's intellectual property. This extreme disregard towards person's lifelong work has been a prolonged issue in this industry of noblemen and has dissuaded many authors and publications. If the government, by virtue of their education system, can help to instill the importance of copyrights and intellectual property in extremely impressionable minds of a young talent, it will go leaps and bounds in making our country a place where knowledge is suitably rewarded. Sir, on the behalf of Federation of Indian Publishers, I would also like to request you that Mr. Ghosh presented you the 60 years of the Indian book publishing, and as you said, we are under this celebration of 75th year of independence, and the Federation would like to bring out a book on the 75 years of Indian publishing, and it will be a great honor, sir, if under your leadership and supervision this job can be exercised. We can get certain support from Ministry of Education. And sir, for your knowledge, while the Federation published the 50th years of the Indian publishing as well as the 60th years of the Indian publishing, there was an immense support which was given to the Federation by the Ministry of Education. And we look forward, and it will be a dream, sir, that under your leadership, under your supervision, we bring out this 75 years of the Indian publishing, and next year it is formally inaugurated and released by the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi. Sir, thank you, sir, for being a vivacious guest. Your presence is always a mighty force to have. With that, I would like to thank our jury members, Mr. Anuj Bharti, Mr. Sunil Jain, Dr. Pramod Kumar, Professor N.L. Sarkar, who are eminent personalities and are well versed with different aspects of publishing and doing this difficult job of selecting publications for award in a splendid manner. I want to thank the entire team of Frontiers Media for covering this event today so well. Also, I take on record to thank Shri Ashok K. Ghoshji, our chief mentor and trusted advisor and the well-wisher of Indian publishing industry. I take this on record to thank our president Shri Ramesh Mittalji, our general secretary Dr. Ashok Gupta-ji, our treasurer Shri Naveen Gupta-ji for their undivided support and their time they contribute for the federation. Also, I take on record to thank all the office bearers, members, the official secretariat of the Federation of Indian Publishers for attending this event and making it a grand success. Namaste and have a lovely evening. Thank you.
May I request our chief guest that